Right, thank you for staying with us. So today we will be looking at how to forgive and heal completely. This stemmed from the story of a Nigerian man who cheated on his wife 3 months after their wedding and is now seeking advice as his wife is taking revenge on him, according to him. She is using her ex-boyfriend to frustrate him. He said he had begged and cried after he broke the wedding vows, but that the wife insists that she is no longer interested in the marriage. What are your thoughts on this? Can a broken heart be fixed? That's the question. And how can one forgive a cheating partner without holding grudges? Join the conversation and call us on 081-0764-1679 or 090-241-63440 or tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourView on TVC. Ladies.
Can I go first? The way my body's peppering me.
Why is your body peppering
The way it's doing me.
Okay, so let's hear how it's doing you.
So I feel people do not understand when we say marriage. It's all about the wedding. My wedding will cost 2.5 million. My wedding will cost 10 million. So
their budget now.
They don't really understand that wedding and marriage are two different things.
So should we not have a budget if we have the money to spend it?
I don't know if I'll be a good counselor, because for me, let's not even talk about the money for the wedding.
Okay.
Let's talk about the alignment of values.
Interesting.
Because, there's some young guys. Let me take myself for an instance. I'm very, very career-oriented, career-motivated. Anything that would push career is what I'm after. Now, my husband would be someone who likes family.
Okay.
All right? So now imagine if I'm thinking career, my husband is thinking family, and we get married. Even if it's not a cheating issue, there will be problem. So this, for me, I feel like when these people decided they were going to get married, this is one conversation they ought to have had. How many children do you want to have? How many children do you think we should have? It's not about you or me, that's one. Then number two is, this cheating issue, how many people can stick to this cheating issue? So I feel like if they had that conversation.
So if I'm getting you correctly, they should have discussed, if you cheat
on me,
how should I react?
How am I going to cope with this? Or how do I get out of this? Because this forgiveness issue, I think, is personality based. Some people, maybe the flags, and maybe sometimes the sands will forgive. But before choleric will forgive, before melancholic will forgive, you can't blame me for holding on so tightly. So I feel like if you know the kind of partner you're with, you will not wake up tomorrow and say, and be crying. Because I'm listening to him say, it's just 3 months is too early for you to hurt me so much.
Time that is too late to cheat?
3 months is too early for you to do this, because 3 months is enough time for me to say, are you sure I want to continue the rest of my life with you? So I'm not trying to.
You should have thought about that before you got into it.
So that's why I said conversations, because if you marry someone who is very, very, someone who finds it very difficult to let go, and 3 months into the marriage, you do this, everybody will just tell you, give her time. Because even if it's not your life, I mean, it takes her time to get over things. So I feel for the guy. I don't think another woman's happiness is in the hand of a man, or a woman's happiness is in the hand of another man. So I feel for the guy, this part of, she's going back to her ex-boyfriend. But I feel so much more for the lady. Is there a way to forgive and move away from it? Maybe people needs counsel. Maybe people should just rally around and help us see that you need to make your choice now. But is it difficult? 3 months into the marriage, Veronica, it's very tough. So these guys should stop crying and shouting.
Exactly.
It's very tough.
I agree with what she said, because, cheating is a very sensitive issue. And it is a deal breaker for most people in relationships and marriages. So it is also a very tricky issue that it's difficult to, or let's say it's challenging to advise someone on how to react to a cheating partner. But my own worry is 3 months into your marriage, that 3 months, your band is even still shining. You are still getting used to the fact that
So
people
it's
are calling
about the
you.
band.
I'm no longer one. We're now two.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm accepting you in,
You're
and then
still-
you do this.
You're still realizing, you're still getting used to the fact that, oh, somebody's calling you a married man or a married woman. You're still trying to figure out, oh, you have access to this whole person only to you. 3 months is still that processing phase. And then you go ahead to cheat.
Maybe he didn't process it well.
That's how you will face it.
That's why I like what the woman is doing to him. I think, yes, I think it is.
Correct.
I
Maybe
think
not an ex.
Wait.
Let me hear her, please.
I think I like what the woman is doing to him because he needs to understand that there are consequences for every action. The fact that...
And 2 wrongs can make a right. Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes you need to treat people's mess up. I don't want to use the other words. You need to
Pay them back in their own coin.
Well,
You need to teach them that you do not treat me in this manner.
Ha.
If you do not send that strong message, it will just mean you setting a
That what you
precedence.
can do, I can do also.
No, if you do not treat it immediately, you are setting a precedence for a situation that might be that can put your marriage in jeopardy.
already in
Exactly.
jeopardy.
Exactly, because you cannot cheat on me and then now still tell me how to react. You do not have the right to tell me how to react. So give me the time
This is
to
interesting.
react and vent. I'm not saying I'm not going to forgive you in the long run. If you check this woman, she might not even be doing anything with the ex. She's just using the man to torment.
We don't know.
Exactly. I'm saying
Might.
probably.
So it's still an assumption.
Yes, exactly. So just to make him feel that there's something at stake. So if you do this thing, so before he does it again, he will remember what he went through in the first 3 months that he cheated and the wife cheated. So I think,
She has said that she's done. Oh, let's remember she's saying that she's done.
well, if she's someone that cannot handle a cheating partner or has an unforgiving spirit, or she thinks that the marriage can no longer work for her, I think it's best that she just, takes her leave. Because I don't know, because she's saying you cannot really tell people how to react to these kind of situations.
And Veronica, that's why I said
So let her
it's important
vent.
to
At
have.
some point, her mind might calm down, but this is still that venting period for her. So let her vent, let her release. In fact, maybe she should even take like a holiday. Just step away, just to re-emphasize.
Stepping away is
reevaluate
different
the
from
issue.
when you have found solace in your ex. That's what this is. So
How are you sure she has actually found solace?
but that's what the
that's
story
what
says.
the story says
Story
now.
says she's using her ex-boyfriend to frustrate him. That's what the story says. So we don't know to what extent.
I want to hear Toby first. Let me hear Toby.
Okay, so first I would say that you can't legislate how someone is. So the fact that you do something wrong does not mean that I've begged this person, I've cried, this person is meant to forgive me. It takes time, and like you mentioned, Mrs. Pash, people's personality allows for those things to happen quickly for some, and for some others, they take their time to do these things. So you can't legislate. Your own is that you've committed a crime. You that crime in quotes, right? Yes. You that did that thing, you're supposed to already have expected that anything that comes out from this situation, you're a full-grown man. You're a full-grown human being, and that's the same thing I would say, speaking generally. We probably would think that the things we're doing right now does not have any consequence, or the consequences are like anything that comes. But most times we realize that what comes is usually greater than what we expected to come. And for the lady, we all make mistakes, right? But we know in marriage there are some mistakes that are not heard of. Because if you take this matter to any length, the guy would always be blamed. And so for the lady, really, I say 2 wrongs don't make it right. So the fact that she's using her boyfriend again to torment him, because
That's part of the story.
you see, because
Let her show him pepper.
See,
let her show him
why-
pepper.
why
Now that he's
small,
seen the
just
pepper.
small.
we're in the pepper
It's
them
not
gang.
pe-
And you
okay,
know,
so
for women,
you should make pepper soup out of the pepper. She's showing you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so
It's
just easy.
When life gives you lemon, you make it
lemonade. So she's making
now that
lemonade.
she's showing him pepper.
So
you should
calm
do
down,
pepper
you should
soup.
calm down and suck it in.
and suck it in.
Just let her vent.
You see,
So
you
then at
see-
some point,
you see
now
the
look for
danger
how
of
to
that.
present the matter again. You have to keep begging until her heart
the danger of that is that
to heal quickly.
the danger of that is that if she's not somebody like that by default, by the time the matter eases out in her heart, she will find out that the person she has become is very different from the person she knew herself to be.
Yes, that's true.
So she may have strayed away so far that by the time she's like, what did this guy even do? She will realize that the things she has done has been so bad. And she may even find it difficult to forgive herself.
One thing we don't know again is if this is the first time this guy is doing this thing.
No, let's stay within the confines of the story. Don't let your imagination not go wild, because obviously your imagination is going wild. But I am looking closely at what he's saying. Yes, you cheated 3 months into the marriage. You have cried, you have begged her. I'm seeing pride somewhere.
No. Why?
Hang on, no. Yes, I'm seeing pride somewhere. Because if you can just put them in one case saying, I have apologized. You don't have to tell me what you did, that you cried. How am I sure your cry is being genuine? Yes.
Yes. So
how am I sure that your tears is from a place of genuineness? And why are you telling me you cried? That's the question I'm asking. Do you have to tell us that you cried?
Yes.
Yes. You know, men do not like to show these things or say that they are crying or show that they are crying, but you went ahead to say it. It tells me there's a place in you that you are not showing genuineness in what you have done. I apologized to her. I'm fine with her. I begged her. How did you beg?
Maybe that's his own way.
Approach.
Yeah.
Approach is important. How did you do these things? Because if you approach someone, the manner of approach will go a long way to someone else reasoning with you.
Yeah.
But we'll talk more on this when we return from the break. Stay with us.